Hey, okay, we're back. So yes, I was on the Wicker Tree, and I'd like to talk about how, I'm a big fan of I kind of hit that last week with the Mist, talking about how really the crazy Christians in that group, in that movie, I love that vibe too, because I love remember how bad or evil shit gets, you got some crazy Christians, it's gonna make it worse for you. So yes, the Wicker Tree. I was looking forward to because I knew they was going to have this kind of because that's the way the first one was. The first one to do was hardcore Catholic or Protestant or Christian, whatever. And of course you had all these pagans, and I just love that clash there. And of course I didn't mind seeing the Christian burning the Wicker Man at the end of the movie. Spoiler alert. Anyways, Wicker Tree. Basic premise here is they've you got these two. This one girl, she's a country singer. I guess she's just really popular, but she's like a born again type thing. I think she's even a virgin. I don't even think she's banged or anything. I think she just became a Christian. And of course she has a boyfriend. I guess she's fiance. They're engaged, and of course they are going to fly to Scotland to convert all those heathens to Christianity. And of course they get pulled into this village. And of course the village has ties to the island. And you'll see that later on. And but the one thing I didn't I don't know they made the American Christians just really retarded. It was hard not to root against them, I was like, this is just shooting fish in a fucking barrel right here. They're just ridiculous. And I'm sure it was meant to be like that, but even then, even as the atheist that enjoys watching the Christians get killed in the movies, I'm just kind of well, yeah, hurry up and do it. We don't have to wait an hour or so for this, do we? And we do. Yeah, I wasn't too big on it though. The movie on the whole. Yeah, I won't go too much into it because it is a newer movie and I want you guys to see it. I think you should see it anyways, just so you can once again form your own opinion. Christopher Lee is in it. He has a cameo more than anything. They have him build like Jack Nicholson earlier. Christopher Lee, also in it, but he's really on it for one scene. I guess he actually hurt his back prior to filming. And I guess he's supposed to have a big part in it, and then when he hurt himself, he couldn't do it, so they gave him one scene. But yeah, it's like I said, he has some nudity in it, and I'm not gonna lie, the nudity wasn't even doing it for me, at all. So yeah, all around, just wasn't feeling it. Innkeeper's better than Wicker Tree, but I don't know, maybe you guys will like it, check it out, so yeah. Now let's go ahead and we'll get to the viewer comments here. Once again, got quite a few, and really glad for that. Is it Stu yet? He just recently signed up, subscribed. Thank you, man. And yeah, he really dug. He actually started commenting on my Psycho review earlier. Really got into that, and I appreciate that, man. Thank you a lot. But every time someone subscribes, don't think I'm just taking subscriptions. I always check out your guys' stuff. A lot of you guys I've already subscribed to, and you guys are just kind of hitting me back. But yes, the dude has some good stuff. Check out his channel. You can go through mine, page, check it all out. It's good stuff. Horse Show 3000, again, he hit me up and said that, that Body Snatchers, that was our, movie last week, he said that's his favorite of the series. All four of them, Body Snatchers is his favorite one, and, so I was like, cool. I'm also glad, people are actually watching, that's another thing, too. So, yes, thank you, for your comment. And then Alicia, and I thought she had this first, actually, but, whatever. She had the best line. Because she put a lot of stuff. The one thing I took from all that, she had one line that said, Christians are psychos. Brilliant. It's just brilliant. And, yeah, I'll agree. That's it. So, yes. So, without any further ado, let's go ahead and get right into the reviews. Now, I don't have any visual aids here because I do not own either one of these movies. So, yeah, we'll just go from here. The Abominable Dr. Phibes, 1971. Vincent Price, and I'm not gonna lie, it's one of my favorite Vincent Price movies. Not movies, but his roles, anyways. I'm a huge fan of his stuff, This is the same kind. I think it's AIP, the Roger Corman company. This is the first movie that I guess he did that was huge that didn't have Roger Corman associated with it at all. He wasn't producing it, writing it, directing nothing. He was just boom this. Basic premise is Dr. Phibes. He's after these 9 doctors, or 8 doctors and a nurse, who he holds responsible for the death of his wife. You know what? The first time I saw it, I was like, this is really brilliant. I love it. It has this old... Anybody who watches the old Roger Corman, Edgar Allan Poe, Vincent Price movies, from the 60s and 70s, it has that feel to it, that vibe. Everything's just, even though it's low budget, it has this grand scale. Like, it just, everything is just, it's really good. But what I really dug about was, it literally, it was almost like watching, like, you can see where Seven and Saul kind of got ideas from it. I'm not saying they, ripped it off or whatever, but I just, you can definitely tell that they got some inspiration from this movie. Because what he does is, not only does he, like, go through and kill each of these doctors, he hits them in, he uses the 10 plagues, the biblical, Egyptian plagues, as a basis, as like a template for these murders. And he also does it, like, in these crazy contraption, like, really, elaborate, things, like setups, just to kill these people. And that, that's kind of the Saul thing. Like, my favorite death in this, and once again, if you don't want to be spoiled, fast forward about another 2 minutes or so, because I'll be running my mouth, probably then, on the same movie. But, the Curse of Frogs, he puts the frog mask on. This dude puts a frog mask on. It's a masquerade party, he puts the mask on. Well, it has, like, this device that it keeps clicking, and it just gets tighter, and tighter, and tighter. Dude, it's fucking awesome. Like, I just love it. And of course, the guy at first is just like, he's just drunk anyways. So no one's even paying attention to him. Like, he's just kind of stumbling around like, hey, let me party, hey, And then, dude, he's just freaking out. And then the direction is really cool, too, because, it shows you from the inside. And then you just see, like, this dash of red. And, oh, dude, it's brilliant. Dr. Phibes, I mean, once again, or not once again, sorry. Dr. Phibes, like, his makeup looks pretty grotesque, too. Because, he's wearing, like, it's him. But what it is he was in an auto accident years before. So he's supposed to be disfigured and everything. So, it's actually just him with, like, powder makeup on. But then, of course, he's taken off the appliances and everything. And then, you're left with this, scarred, human man behind. But I love it because it has lots of touches of comedy in it. And it has, it's very dark comedy. But, like, there's, like, one scene where he's got his assistant. And they, like, they're in this, like, ballroom, basically. And there's, like, animatronic band playing. And you got this, like, this backdrop of, like, the old swing 20s big band kind of, thing. Like The Shining, like the ballroom in The Shining. That's why I picture when I see this. But anyways, he gets a champagne out, of course, they click it, and the girl drinks hers. Like, he takes his, and he can't talk. He can't talk at all. Like, he can't move his, he moves his vocal cords, and he has, like, a device that, that's how he talks. So apparently he's supposed to have a hole in his neck here, so he just takes it and just, tips it up right there. It's brilliant, it really is. There's one scene where a dude gets impaled by a unicorn, which is just ridiculous anyways. There's one doctor, the cops are there. At this point, we've lost, like, 6 people, whatever. So, they're taking the safety, they're going to escort him out. When they open the doors, apparently Phibes is on the other side of the street with, like, a catapult with this giant brass unicorn, and it flies and just impales him. It's brilliant. You're like, what the fuck, And then we can, like, look over, like, from the direction, like, where'd that come from? They're just like, my God, he got hit. Enough time for Phibes, apparently, to get away with his catapult, I'm assuming. And anyway, so there's a scene where he's into the wall. Now, this is, like, in the front of a hotel. The whole time, like, the guys are like, we gotta be discreet, don't want to figure out the customer. So they're trying to, like, unscrew this guy. Like, the unicorn has, like, a spiral, like, screw tip. So they're just trying to unscrew this dead man off the wall. Really funny stuff. You got, like, these 2 bumbling inspectors, It really, once again, if you're, it's like that cheesy horror comedy combined thing. But there's still some gruesome scenes. One scene in particular, I thought it was kind of disturbing. First time I watched it, I thought it was kind of disturbing. Second time, I was like, well, okay, it looks, I guess, kind of cheesy. The nurse, she goes into her room, lies down. Now, she's in the hospital. And it's not even like her room. I think it's a giant hospital or whatever. Anyway, she's in there laying down. Guards outside, guards in the building, everything like that. And Phibes is in the building already. Climbs up to the, I guess, like the floor above her. It's almost like an attic, I guess. Drills a hole. And of course, she took a sleeping pill before because she's just nervous. She's like, I'm going to take a sleeping pill, go to bed. He drills the thing. Well, he has a hole. He's looking down there. Well, what he did was he made this, like, concoction of, like, Brussels sprouts, I guess, or just, I don't know, something like that. He liquefies it into, like, the syrup thing, pours it down there, and then, of course, he releases locusts down there. Apparently, they eat that shit. And, dude, it's all over her face, and then they swarm on her, dude. Next thing you see her, dude, she's just picked clean. And I thought that was, like, really messed up. I guess it wasn't as bad, though, because she was, like, passed out from the, pain medicine. So maybe, she probably slept through it. But still, pretty messed up stuff. Yes, overall, definitely recommend it. Think you should check it out. If you're a fan of, those old Hammer type horrors, cheesy horror, Vincent Price, Roger Corman's got stuff. I mean, it wasn't even Roger Corman. I don't know if you bring that up, but just because every time I think about this kind of movie, I think of like a Roger Corman production or direction, whatever. Yes, really good. Definitely recommend it. It was followed by a sequel, Dr. Phibes Rise Again. Not quite as good, but it wasn't bad either. Like a lot of people were just like, it was shit, but it really wasn't. It was actually pretty good, but it wasn't as good as the first one. But yeah, and apparently like this is kind of like the. I have not seen it, but I guess they said there's a lot of parallels between this and the Theater of Blood. So, you know, if you like Theater of Blood, check this out. If you like Vincent Price in general, just check it out. It's good stuff. All right, moving right along. We got Salem's Lot, 1979. Okay, now I'm normally a guy. Here's how I do things. Basic premises: vampires invade a small town, and it's up to like this writer and this kid to like fight them off. Okay. Now, what I do is, I watch the movie first. I just watch it first. And then if I find out it's based on a book, I'll pick the book up. Because here's what you do. You watch a movie and it's just fucking awesome, right? It's like an hour and a half, 2 hours long. You watch it, you're like, it's brilliant. But then you read the book, and of course the book's like, 400 pages long. That's like the writer's cut. And there's a lot of shitload of deleted scenes in the book now. And that's how I look at it. Like, I'm just like, oh, and that's how I start doing it. Now, I didn't always do that. Because normally you hear people go, well, the book was better, well, suck a dick. If it was, it don't matter. Let me watch the movie first. So, when I first started getting big into Stephen King books, my plan was like go through and read them like from the first book on up. Carrie was the first one. Now, I've already seen Carrie, years before. Good book. The movie is definitely better. Salem's Lot. Now, when it came to Salem's Lot, that was the second book. And oddly enough, like they actually did his movies. Didn't continue that way, but it started off almost like going in order of his books. I've seen bits of Salem's Lot before. Like I knew the gist of it. I saw the scene with the little boy like floating outside the window, and it is creepy stuff. I won't take nothing away from that scene. It's still a creepy scene. Everybody talks about that one scene. They're like, oh, it's really creepy. And it is. It's pretty creepy. But I just never got around to actually watching the whole thing. Like something was coming up, or whatever. Read the book. Book is amazing. Love the book. And then I watched the Salem's Lot. Toby Hooper, that's right there. I'm just like, really? Proves my point. He didn't really do shit after Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Anyways, watch Salem's Lot. It's a TV miniseries for one. It's not even a feature-length movie. And IMDb has it listed as a TV show. Oddly enough, there was going to be a TV show after, because I guess this movie had like high ratings and everything, and got good critical review, whatever. And they're like, we can make a TV show, but then somehow it just died from there. Like it didn't go any further. But anyways. I watched it, and I was just so disappointed. I mean, once again, because the book has so much to it. It was just really drug out. And of course, I remember I mentioned the movie last week. I said that it was like a slow burner. I can't remember. It was like that. I go Body Snatcher. I said Body Snatcher was kind of a slow burner. This one was really slow. Like this thing was just like, it wasn't even like the heater, like the little fucking thing on the skillet. It's not even red. Like literally, it's how slow a burner this is. It's ridiculous. Wouldn't even boil water. It's so long. Like, and then once again, like the length has never been an issue. Like It is a good example. I love It, and it's like the same length as this. It's a 2-part miniseries, So it really shouldn't be, but it is. It's just so fucking, like the first movie, or the first part of this movie was just so boring. Like I just don't care. And it has like TV movie production value. It has TV movie music sound. Everything it's clearly a fucking TV movie. It's that ridiculous. Acting was okay. Once again, something I'd expect to see on TV, like on Saturday afternoon. I'll flip through on Channel 4. It's on. I would not be shocked. I might, So yes, I don't know. And the other thing I didn't like about was, and once again, I hate to be this guy because I read the book first, and I hate being that guy. But in the book, Mr. Barlow, who is the vampire, oh shit, did it again. I thought we were gonna get by with just 2 segments this week. No, we're doing 3. It looks like. All right, I'll be right back. Suck it.